Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. And yeah, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. We're trying to hit 500 subscribers before the end of the year. We're getting closer and closer as the time goes by. And yeah, let's get straight into it because it's finally happened after a couple of months. What is it? It's felt like a couple of months. It's only been I'm pretty sure it's only been like a month really, but um, maybe just under 2 months of being linked and talking and agreeing a price and agreeing personal terms and agreeing a price and agreeing personal terms and agreeing a price and agreeing personal terms. Week in, week out, we have heard all this nonsense about the deal being close, but our Wan-Bissaka is finally a West Ham player. It's one of the longest sagas ever. Um, I hate doing business with Manchester United, trying to get a player off them because they make it the hardest job possible, and we don't have to hear anymore about us trying to get Wan-Bissaka so they can get Mazarari. They can get Mazarari for all I care. But yeah, Wan-Bissaka is finally a West Ham player. We've talked about him for so long. We know what he can bring and what his strengths and weaknesses are, and I'm just happy it's done. I'm more relieved. I'm at this point. I'm not excited. If this was a case of where we were in the era of, we didn't find out any transfer news, even though Sky Sports would have still been reporting it week in, week out. Like, people act like before Fabrizio Romano and before the David Ornsteins and all these journalists on Twitter that Sky Sports weren't reporting people that having medicals. Like, I think people forget that people were watching Sky Sports transfer news a lot. As a kid, I was watching it all the time. And it still wouldn't have been as gassed, but I get it because we have access to pretty much every piece of information now. People aren't gassed when it comes to like announcements and shit. But as a West Ham fan, you've got to be gassed when it's an announcement because you know it's done at West Ham. Like, literally, ex-West Ham employee did the emojis 7 minutes before the announcement because he reports it when it's done, not when it's speculated. But well, he's finally here, and let's go through the website as we always do. West Ham is delighted to announce the signing of Aaron Wan-Bissaka, the right back, 26, joins the Hammers from Manchester United on a 7-year contract for an undisclosed fee. Another 7-year deal. Interesting. The Londoner moves to the London Stadium after making 190 appearances for the Red Devils across 5 seasons, during which he developed into one of the best one-on-one defenders in the Premier League, won the FA Cup, EFL Cup, and started the Europa League final. The Crystal Palace Academy graduate has been a Premier League regular since the age of 19. Appeared 35 times in European competitions, has been captured by England at under 21 level. Now he will continue his career in his home city. I see a team that's in it together, that will push each other to win, and a group that's got each other's backs through thick and thin, says Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's going to wear the number 29 shirt. I think that was a no-brainer because he's worn a number 29 shirt at the other two teams that he's been at. It's a no-brainer for me to join West Ham. I don't think it was because you wanted Inter Milan first, and understandably so. I'm excited and happy to be here. Every player says all these things. Like, let's just go back to all my welcome to West Ham United videos, and people are going to be like, well, it sounds like you're not happy with the signing. Listen, it wasn't my first choice, but there's a severe upgrade on what we have. But I know what I'm going to get with Aaron Wan-Bissaka, so I'm kind of just there. I think I'd be more excited if this deal didn't take so long, but I'm kind of just happy in general just because of what the window what we've done in the window. Really, we've addressed pretty much every position. Anything now for me is a bonus. I'm not saying it's a 10 out of 10 window or anything, but I'm gonna say we've addressed most of the positions, maybe apart from left back, in my opinion, where we should have addressed, but we decided to just renew Aaron Cresswell's contract instead. Other than that, I'm quite happy with all the positions we've addressed. I was born here, so I know the ins and outs of London, which plays a big part in my life. So to be playing back in this city means a lot to me. I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful for the warm welcome, and I'm excited to be playing for the club. I will give him my all. You can tell as well, like, despite my almost reservations on this signing, he's one of them players that you can see becoming a real cult hero at the club. Like, West Ham fans love, out and out defenders, and West Ham fans love like attackers that are technical players. Now Wan-Bissaka is a good defender, a very good defender, like just in terms of being a defender. If we do switch it up and we do play a three in possession where Aaron Wan-Bissaka just stays with the centre backs, then I'm completely fine with the signing. I don't need him to go forward, and we just keep Jared Bowen and whoever's attacking down the right, attacking down the right. I don't mind that at all. We just keep Aaron Wan-Bissaka there, and I'm honestly fine with that. I don't need him going forward. If he's just there to defend, then fuck me. Then we are we are going to shock teams. If we're going forward with our Wan-Bissaka as well, it might hinder our attack a bit. But honestly, having Seafeld there who just runs with his head down and into the corner and doesn't really cross the ball as well anymore, like we weren't exactly getting a great right back in anyway. So this is a severe upgrade on what we have. And by the way, from going from Ben Johnson to Aaron Wan-Bissaka is one of the biggest upgrades I've ever seen at this club in terms of a single position. Uh, so listen, I can't really complain that much. Um, I can't wait to get on the pitch to get to know the players and push on from here. I see a team that is in it together and will push each other to win. A group that's got each other's backs through thick and thin. So being part of that and having that insurance that helps a lot when you are surrounded by a good squad. Tim Stadden talks again. He's talked in every sort of interview thing that has really happened. I'm delighted that we've been able to get the deal to sign Aaron over the line. He's exactly the type of player we are looking to attract it to this club in the prime years of his career. He's an incredibly talented defender who we rate very highly. Superb in 1v1 situations. He's versatile too, which is clearly another positive. He's played over 170 Premier League games during his career. He knows the division inside out. Now, before last season, I never saw Aaron Wan-Bissaka play left back, and it was purely just to nullify some right wingers that Man United were going to come up against. I would honestly play Aaron Wan-Bissaka left back over playing Aaron Cresswell there, and I would play Max Kilman there over Cresswell. But I don't want. I just don't want to see Cresswell play for this club anymore. Unless it's in like a Carabao Cup game against some League Two side, but even then, you would still come up against one of them wingers that can still, dust you 1v1. He's an incredibly talented defender, very hard. Okay, I've already read that. I'd like to personally thank the board for their continued backing to bring the players of such quality to West Ham, says Steiden. It's a really exciting time for us as we prepare for the start of the new season this weekend. Yeah, and I don't think he's going to start against Aston Villa because he's pretty much going to be in training. This is going to be his first day, or tomorrow's going to be his first day of training. It's probably today. It's probably today as he signed a contract. He's probably going to do some light training today and then probably join the full squad tomorrow, or maybe he might just join straight away. I don't know how it works. I would like him to start straight away, but I would completely understand why he wouldn't start the first game. But as long as he starts it, his first game is against Crystal Palace and he starts then, I'm completely fine with that. And that's also a situation where he starts against his former club. I thought he was always destined to go back to Crystal Palace, if I'm being completely honest with you. And I've just said that phrase again, to be completely honest with you, as I always say on these streams and videos. But yeah, finally we got the deal over the line. And I think a back four, Wan-Bissaka, Todibo, Max Kilman, and Emerson is a really good back four. It's a back four that we need to get used to, and it's a back four that would need to take time to gel together and take time to communicate together as well. Because Todibo, Kilman, and Wan-Bissaka are all new signings. All of them are new signings. So give them time to gel together. Obviously, I expect more instant results in terms of general performance from Kilman and Wan-Bissaka as they are Premier League players already. But I will still always be slightly nicer to a new signing, as I always am on this channel in their first season. And will give them the same energy as I've given every signing, despite whether I like them or not, or whether I think it's a good signing or not. I will always give everyone the same energy. So Wan-Bissaka has my full support. I will judge everyone fairly. So people that know that it wasn't my first choice, I'm still going to judge him as fair as anyone else. But listen, big up to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, big up to West Ham United for getting another signing done. And listen, anything from here is a bonus, whether we get Carlos Soler or not. I think we've got decent depth in every position now. I'm quite happy with the squad. We've actually got a squad that's actually ready for European competition if we was in Europe already. But to play week in, week out, play one game a week and have this squad week in, week out, more time on the training ground, and it will get more time to get used to each other tactically. I think it's going to be hard for the manager to integrate everyone into the first season and have them playing at their best within the first season. So I'm going to give him time as well. But let's see what the season brings. I'm not expecting anything first season, but I want us to be competitive with, the big teams in the Premier League and actually give it our all in all of these games, because I've always left last season in these big games thinking that we didn't give it our all. So we'll see from there. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. I will have the James Lawrence Alcott video either today or tomorrow. I'm sorry I keep delaying it, but sorry, sometimes I just have a lack of time due to other life commitments. But also, I will have Premier League countdown episode, and this episode will be on West Ham. Funny enough, so obviously, if you're a West Ham fan, you'll enjoy that episode as well. And then tomorrow we'll have the last Premier League countdown episode on Wolverhampton Wanderers, and then we're done for that series. And then we're just back to normal schedule, back when the season starts. And I'll see what video I have Thursday, but I'm gonna have to think of a video to upload on Thursday. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Social medias are in the description if you want to follow me, and email for the inquiries. I'll see you